On a single night in June 1959, the deadliest hurricane in Canadian history sank 22 boats and drowned 35 men from Ascominac, a fishing hamlet off the coast of New Brunswick. Photographer Ted Polumbaum arrived on assignment for Life magazine as the community kept vigil. The town of just 600 people would be left with 19 widows and 83 fatherless children. The lucky returned from the dead. Men, once again, could be fathers. Boys could be children. The same week, British royalty were touring Canada. Life couldn't possibly publish 2 stories from Canada in the same issue. The editors chose Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip over the people of an obscure little village, and the story of Ascominac never ran. The wakes and funerals continued. In the heyday of the big picture magazines, when film and photos still traveled by mail, Ted Polumbaum photographed big events and celebrated subjects in virtually every field of human endeavor. From Boston's own local royalty to local and national politics, religion, athletics, entertainment, literature, and the arts. But his most penetrating work focused on ordinary people, sometimes in mundane circumstances, but often rising to extraordinary challenges. Many of the images he cared about remain unpublished. New therapies for autistic children that violated conventional wisdom, the household that practiced home birth before it was trendy. Most of his work from a 6-month exploration of India has never been seen. For publication and for posterity, Polumbaum paid great attention to the social upheavals of the 1960s and 70s. He spent the summer of 1964 in Mississippi, where he documented bombings and beatings, voter registration drives, and the opening of freedom schools. When volunteers trained in Oxford, Ohio before going south, his camera captured the forever young Andy Goodman, one of 3 civil rights workers destined to be kidnapped, murdered, and buried in an earthen dam. Dispatched to Santiago, Chile, to cover the inauguration of the hemisphere's first elected Marxist president, Salvador Allende, Polumbaum returned repeatedly on his own to document the hopes and aspirations of Allende's supporters. After a US-backed military coup brought the socialist experiment to a bloody end, activists in solidarity with the people of Chile erected a mural on Boston Common. Polumbaum had many occasions to record acts of protest and defiance, occupations, rallies, anti-war sanctuaries, marches, including one by Vietnam veterans against the war retracing Paul Revere's ride. Even the sanctity of Harvard Yard was not immune. Long before photography went digital and images went viral, when Polumbaum still carried a light meter everywhere, he trained his lens on his family for practice. But his true interest was the lives of commoners, from his neighborhood trash collectors to peasants on the other side of the world.